Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
What's going on, all you beautiful citizens of the nation? Your boy Sly here, back from the beach, back on the grind, sunburned as shit, and absolutely loving it. So, sorry my channel was a little dead over the few days, but if you keep up with most of my videos, I did announce on a few of them, as well as on Twitter, that I would be heading out to the beach for a few days. But I'm back, we're good to go, now let's get back to making YouTube magic. But I hope everyone's week was effing awesome. Now it's time to go get it. So in this video, we go over the top tier weapons that refresh in the two most important vendors. And as always, we're checking out the base of operations first. So let's head upstairs and see if we can beat the M1A and the assault rifle combo from last week. You guys ready? Alright, well let's do this. So, that's not too bad, I suppose. We have a police T-821 at 204, which is actually a pretty decent submachine gun. It has pretty great talents. I'll get to that here in a second. Then we have a military M60 E4 at a 204 gear score with pretty decent talents for an LMG. Then the 182 gear score weapon, we have a SOCOM Scar L, one of the better ARs out there. As for gear, we have a Spec Ops backpack at 204 with technical and a pair of 204 gloves with a pretty bad talent on them, and they are all electronic, so I wouldn't even waste my time with these. That is a skip for me. But let's take a look at these weapons. First up, the police T-821, intrinsic critical hit damage at 21%, which by the way is on the low side. 10.2 thousand damage at 550 rounds per minute with 32 in the mag unmodded. Great reload speed, great stability, decent accuracy for an LMG, but again, range becomes a problem. The talents give this gun a little life though. First up, we have deadly. Critical hit damage is increased by 27%. Then we have capable. Using a skill improves handling for 13.5 seconds. And then finally, we have vicious. Critical hit is increased by 13.5% while at full health. Now, I used the T-821 in the story before I found out of the AUG, and I absolutely loved it. I used it in the beta as well, and it was a great weapon. However, the RPM is pretty low, and with the damage only a little above 10,000, I'm afraid it won't have the power it needs to shine above the rest of the SMGs. However, that DPS is way up there for an unmodded weapon, and it only costs you a sweet 825 creds. Alright, so next up we have a military M60 E4 at a gear score of 204 for 830 creds, 8,300 damage at 500 rounds per minute with 100 in the mag unmodded. Decent accuracy for an LMG, bad reload speed, bad stability, but the range is freaking killer here. Talents are restored, killing a target removes Let's try that again. Restored, killing a target removes negative status effects. Then destructive armor destruction value is increased by 18% when using this weapon. And then finally, predatory. Killing a target regens 13.5% health over 5 seconds. Now, I have a friend that uses the M60. It has some range. He likes it. But again, nothing can compete with an SMG, which is kind of unfortunate, and it gets left behind pretty quickly. At range, why use an LMG when you can have an M1A or an M44? So once again, it's a skip for me, but hey, if you like it, to each their own. So let's get to the 182 weapon of the week, and that is the SOCOM Scar L. 235 Phoenix credits, a little over 9,000 damage with 625 rounds per minute, 30 in the mag unmodded. Great accuracy, reload speed, and range. Stability does need a little work with some mods, but it has meticulous, responsive, and destructive. All pretty good talents, but to me, it's not really worth 235 Phoenix credits. Alright, well, it's time to get to the next vendor, and that is in the DZ, so let's go ahead and hop on over there and check it out. No M1As this time around, but he does have something just as sweet. It's also first wave. Ready to take a look? Let's do it, and ba-boom! I know you see it down there at the bottom. The Vector has returned, my friends. Not only a Vector, it's a first wave Vector 45 ACP. First wave anything pretty much means that it's a high tier weapon, the best of the best. The first wave Vector is the king of them all. So let's hope you didn't spend all of your DZ dollars, and if you did, hopefully it was damn worth it. Well, let's take a look at all we have this week. Let's get to the 182 weapon out of the way, which by the way is a pistol, a sidearm, aka useless. So let's go ahead and move on. First up, a 204 shotgun blueprint. The black market SASG 12, of course, being a 204, you're going to have to be rank 75 to get your hands on it, and it will set you back a cool 284,000 DZ dollars. Now, SASGs aren't the most powerful shotgun or the most sought after. They are one of the faster firing shotties out there, which makes a difference, but again, lower in damage. 42 to 47,000 damage, 225 rounds per minute, with 13 in the mag unmodded. Now, if you bought the shotgun last week, you, my friend, have the best of the best, so no need to look here. Next, we have the star of the show, the First Wave Vector 45 ACP, also ranked 75 with a gear score of 204. This one is over 20,000 less than the shotgun, which to me is kind of odd, around 262,000 DZ dollars. Damage seems a little low to me, but I have been messing around with my gear here lately, so my stats are a little off, and my DPS is a little lower than normal, so that might be why, but it's only showing 10.5 to 11.7 damage, 938 rounds per minute with 39 in the mag, expensive to buy, expensive to craft, totally freaking worth it. Finally, the Valkyria, but again, not that impressed with it. Heard it was good for rogues, but not an NPC beast. One of these days, I'll break down and get it if I ever decide to grind out the DZ again. It's kind of monotonous right now. Hopefully this update will reinvigorate some interest. But that's about sums it up, guys. Some decent weapons once again. And for all those out there who bought the M1A last week and murked some kids while I was gone, I just want to let you guys know I'm jealous and you should be happy. But I'm out, guys. Hope the video was helpful, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Glad to be back, nation. I missed making vids these past 4 days and hope that you guys all didn't get too bored out there, but that's it. Don't forget that tomorrow is one of my giveaways on Twitter. Details tomorrow, so follow at SlyNation to find out everything about that, and my major giveaway will be the 21st. $60 for a brand new game, and Turtle Beaches could be yours. Watch the video right here or click it in the box below. This is my way of saying thank you to all of the new subscribers, to the nation, as well as my vets out there that always had my back since the start. As always, more vids are always in the works. Stick around and I will definitely see you all in the next one. Until then, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.